I was given an award by ICES which is called the Outstanding Achievement Award, which is a really amazing honour. This was for 2021, as it happens. And the really nice thing about getting that award is it's an honour and a real surprise, and people nominate you for it. But what is really nice is just to get the esteem of your peers, the people who are your equals, and honour you with that sort of thing. So it was lovely. Yeah, so one of the things is that about me is that I lead a team of people. A lot of the research isn't done by me, so what's really important to me is to have a great team of people behind me, and I do in the Marine Institute. And in the ceremony I referred to that there's often this statement about that modern scientists are standing on the shoulders of giants, and I tend to view that as I'm standing on the shoulders of the giants that are in my team, and they're a really lovely, very supportive group of people. Oh, I mean, it's great being back in a conference like this. I mean, a lot of these people are my friends. I've been working with them for, up to 30 years. The first ICES conference I went to, I think, was in 1992. So it's meeting people I've been meeting over the years, and this is our, every 1 week, every year, we all get to meet up and talk and have a beer and talk science, and then develop new stuff that we can then take forward. It's really inspiring. You hear a lot of nice stuff here. Halfway through day one, it seems to be going okay. The presentation we gave this morning was something that I was actually quite scared about, because it was a complex presentation with 4 different speakers talking about different things but trying to tie it all together. And I think it went very well, and good response from the audience. So thus far, it's going pretty well. And it has the feel of a successful ICES conference so far. So the presentation was 4 people's different perspectives on climate change in Ireland. So it went from a sort of fairly straightforward discussion of how the ocean's changing and how it will change in the future. That was Gerard McCarthy, and then I gave a talk about the effect of climate change on fish, but actually a lot of it was that we weren't seeing any effect so far in Ireland of climate change on fish, because the actual climate isn't changing very much locally. And then the third one was about salt marshes and seagrass meadows, which are really important carbon sinks, and of which we have quite a lot in Ireland, and how they will respond to climate change. And again, there was that sort of mixing up of some things are good and some things are bad. So actually heating up due to climate change might actually improve the carbon sequestration qualities of sea marshes, but we don't know exactly. And then finally we went to what they call climate justice, which was Emer Manning speaking about that. And that really sort of puts it all into the context of what happens to people as a result of what we're doing. So, it could be their livelihoods, it could actually be their homes that are being affected by this sort of stuff. So we put it all together, and one of the things we tried to do was not make it the obvious, climate change is dreadful, be scared, be very scared. It was much more about the nuanced elements of it. So in some cases, good things will happen, if you like, due to climate change. So the salt marshes will become better sequestrators of carbon under certain degrees of climate change. And that the story, I think what we were trying to attempt to do is to communicate uncertainty. That we don't actually know all the answers, and we're still trying to burrow into that. And I think the audience definitely got that, because the tenor of the questions was all about that uncertainty.